What is up? What is up, guys? It is
Guten Tag.
It is the Galonewolf back at it again. I bet you guys missed me. It's the first time for everything. I missed last episode. As soon as it dropped this morning, I got a sick fucking pit in my stomach. I was listening to it, dropping off my fiance at work. I go, that should have been me in there, coach. I let the team down. But here I am.
I didn't hear no bell.
Oh, yeah. Here we are. We're giving you guys a bonus episode. Xavier, we actually have a new episode that we're filming Wednesday. Do you want to give them a little taste, little fucking pussy tease of what we're bringing?
Yeah, so we're going to tease a little bit of it. So on Wednesday, we'll be recording. That'll probably come out either the week after or maybe that following Friday, depending on how good I'm feeling. But we will be recording with none other than Team Sakurazo and maybe even a returning guest. We might even have fresh off the press.
Who's that?
We're gonna have fresh off the press. We might have Jay come back just to give the Market Watch listeners a really in-depth discussion with two big minds in the Market Watch corners, kind of giving us an insight on, bucks from bulk, cards that, you can go through your bulk and find out might have some value in it, cards you should be looking out for, selling, how to even follow a chart on TCG Player and all the other bonuses and stuff that comes with the Market Watch. So we're going to make sure that we have a jam pack for you. And I want to make sure we have the best guests available for you guys. So
that's going to be pretty fucking sick.
Absolutely. Wah, 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 wah.
Doubleheader. Ooh, talk to me. Doubleheader. Ooh, that's going to be a good episode.
Absolutely. And it's also the first time we've had two guests. So
it'd be fucking legendary.
It will be.
Getting past that, we're going to go shout out our sponsor, Unplugged Gaming. Again, that's in Manlius, New York. Be sure to check out that Discord server as always. The description will be right below. Again, it's coming up fast, guys. May 20th will be here before you fucking know it. We're doing a 3v3 tournament hosted by none other than Semi-Limited Podcast. Again, I know you guys want me, you love me, but I will not be there. Player X is going to be solo on that one. I'll be in Florida, guys. Nothing I can do about it.
No. Go ahead. Tell them what you're going to be in fucking Florida for, Dylan.
I will be with my lovely fiance. It'll be our first vacation together in quite some time. So we're looking very forward to that. Xavier was expecting me to say the great game of One Piece, guys. Which, your boy went to Canada. I'll bring this up since I didn't bring it up last time. We were a strong 5-1 in the Treasure Cup. Pretty good representing. I shit the bed, though.
Only 6 rounds?
No,
including Top Cut?
9 rounds. Day 2 was Top Cut, top 16. Actually, I beat the last Treasure Cup champion in my 6th round. That's like beating a champ, brother.
That's like beating Eric Christensen at locals, dog. That's not the fucking accomplishment.
Nah, bro. This is so. Even with me dropping 3 games in a row, I still finished 121 and got a nice prize support. So your boy went out, represented. No. It was a great experience, but yeah, people say that's been where my heart's been at, but we're coming back, baby. This terrible format's coming to an end. We all think it's terrible. Everyone says it, but Xavier.
I don't know about that.
It's coming to an end.
Locking 5 zones is pretty fun.
So
that's all I'm saying.
It's almost over, folks. It is almost over. Galonewolf's coming back. We're gonna have some hot takes coming in for next format.
On top of that, before we get into the episode, one more fucking time, everyone, stop what you're doing, pause the fucking podcast right the fuck now, and I swear to God, if you don't go to the Twitter right this second and follow us on Twitter, I will go to your house and leave a whole bunch of fucking fucked up bolt cards on your front porch. Not even the good ones. Fucked up cards. I'm gonna go in there and take a hose to all of your card collections unless you follow our Twitter right now.
Please, guys.
Ain't no please anymore. I've been asking nicely for 4 weeks now.
Twitter fingers.
Now I'm demanding.
Here we go. Yeah, I said it. Life points about to be a 0 across the board.
We airing out life points here, dog.
Yeah, check that out, guys. Come on, it's pretty sweet. I know Twitter's fucking lame. Hey, we all know it's lame, but you're on there.
No, Yugi Twitter is kind of interesting. There's a bunch of good memes there, and then a whole bunch of like horrible tastes and like social constructs and shit. But you know, whatever. That's for its own episode, I guess.
All right, back to the announcements again. We didn't fully recognize this one. The semi-limited 3v3 tournament hosting at Unplugged Gaming. Once again, that's May 20th, $60 a team. So that breaks down to 20 a person. You get 3 OTS packs. That's worth it right there. I guarantee you one of you pull a Fenrir, okay? Galonewolf said so himself.
The best one.
Yeah, there you go. And it'll be off-centering, so you can get a nice little, bonus for it. There you go.
There will be a case of Cyberstorm Access up for grabs for first place for the whole entire team to split, alongside a second case going to second place, third place, and fourth place. So be sure to get there early. You can pre-reg at unpluggedgaming.com by the person, and then when you get there, you can get your whole team gathered, fill out the registration, and sign up away. Get your OTS packs and your winning record ready.
Do it. Fucking do it.
Do it.
All right.
Just do it.
All right, Xavier Buff. We're going to move on to the free talk about this interview that I missed. I really liked it. It was super exclusive. Dog. Yeah, if you guys didn't check that out.
Super exclusive.
That's episode 16. Go check that out. It's a great episode. I was listening to it today, actually. I had a lot of good things to say about it. It was a great back and forth.
Yeah, it was also really cool getting an aspect of someone who actually lives in the Eastern Hemisphere as opposed to the West. There are a bunch of differences for sure. But there are definitely a bunch of differences between the two. And like you heard it in the interview too. She said I was sweet because I was giving them too much credit or like allowing them to like look like they were too professional. And apparently it's not like that at all. But like for us,
yeah, bro,
our side events are pretty well kept, pretty tight.
Getting right into that. She was talking about how like unorganized their events are and how they don't even use like slips. Like I'm not gonna get too much into it because you guys got to listen to the fucking episode. But we're gonna talk about some few key points that I wanted to get my fucking mouth in on. But yeah, they don't use slips over there. And then she got dropped from a fucking tournament. Like, bro, how wild is that? I would have been like, no, we're gonna repair this shit. All right.
I'd have found his ass. I'd have hunted him down.
I tell you, I dropped because I didn't tell you I dropped. You know what I mean?
Motherfucker was over there like, yeah, I beat her, and she just said she's gonna drop. She couldn't handle it.
She's dropping. I know, weird. It's only around
X1, just drop her. Yep, she's gone. Get her out of there.
Believe it or not, I beat her in 10 minutes.
Yeah, for real, dead ass. The funny part was she probably clapped his cheeks in 10 minutes, called it a day, wrapped it up.
Yeah, that's what. So the story is told over in fucking Europe.
I got to play test with them. I want to see how Europeans play test.
As soon as she brought that up, not moving on from our topic, but like cycling through this one, it seems like the game isn't super represented over there, which is like I almost didn't believe that. But her talking like countries are like the size of our states, like you know what I mean? Like you can travel a stone throws and you're in fucking like Germany to fucking another place, like
you're in Slovakia. Yeah.
So I get like the championship being so small just because of it's a state essentially, but that made me really rethink like if someone goes over there and just wins like their regionals or some bullshit, like how good are they actually? Like are they just a store YCS champion or you know what I mean?
I had said that too. Yeah, just because 70 is such a small number, but I guess it does funnel out all the worst players. So like you kind of are having good games from I don't know, maybe like round 3 or 4 on.
Some scrubs can just slide right in just because it's just like it's inevitable.
Yeah, but you got to live there too. You got to be not only a scrub at Yu-Gi-Oh, but you also have to be live in Slovakia, or in Europe. Exactly. We're America over here, all right.
But yeah, I mean, super interesting takes. I really wish I was here for this interview, just because it
was very eye opening. I enjoyed it.
It's just
once again, shout out to Shadow Rabbit. Thanks for being on.
Yeah, thank you. It's just very crazy. Just how like we're New York based, obviously. Just the people listening in know that because they know us, they love us. But it's just fucking 70 people, motherfucker.
Yeah.
During COVID, we had to cap out at 35 just at Comic Zone. You know what I mean?
Alone. Yeah, we have 40 people at a locals.
That's like a Syracuse locals. You know, like if we
imagine going to New York City, like a Gamer's Choice locals, where they have like 70, 80 people on like a Wednesday night.
Could you imagine just, dude, I can't, like 7 rounds every night. Just like, all right, here we go. But I mean, if you love the game, it's got to be great. I mean, I would love that, actually. What am I saying?
The only thing I like about our regionals, though, is that there is no top cut. Like at a locals, you have to play out the top 8, and then that's an extra 3 or rounds, or maybe even top 16 if there's a lot of people. So like, there's more rounds that you have to do. As far as like a regional, you just gotta just do the rounds, you just do the work, you put it in, you're done. That's it.
I like top cuts. It gives you, after you just have to place it. Day's over, you're there. Usually they're day 2, unless like it's a fucking quickie. But usually after like 9-10 rounds, you call it a day. You go day 2, it's another day in the trip. It gives chances. The venue's already marked out, so they have chances for the scrubs to just do side events. There's more prizing. There's Edison, all that great stuff. So it is weird that there's what I mean. There's no top 16.
So like top cut gives the ability for people who have made a mistake, very few mistakes. Obviously you have to be like maybe X1 or X2 at best to squeak into a top 8. But it just gives people who have made a mistake or two a chance to take it out. To take over. So I can agree with like allowing the underdog to prove themselves. Like I can admit that when I go to a locals, I don't even care what happens through Swiss, as long as I'll lose too, but as long as I'm making it to top cut, that's all that matters. Like that's what I'm really playing for, is to get into that top 8. And then now we're really playing. The first 5 matches don't matter. So I can at least understand that aspect. But like I said, at a regional, you don't have to worry about there being a top 8. You literally have to play every round like it's the best round, because at the end of it, that's it. If you got 6th place after 9 rounds, there is no top cut to get you to that 1st place slot. Sorry, you just finished 6th. So like it kind of shows you face value. Even if you look at like big competitions like YCS's on the end of day 2, when they show you after Swiss rounds who's everyone's rankings 1st place through 64, the 1st place player usually doesn't win the YCS. You know what I'm saying? So like it gives people who didn't maybe perform the best a second chance of redemption almost. So that's why I kind of like top cuts. But at the same point,
no, it's
I can argue for regional ones.
I'm not the best player in the world, but in my head, I'm pretty fucking damn good. But just because I played Joe Schmo from fucking Hickville that doesn't know shit, and then he scrubs out because I played him in round 2, like I have to finish less than like the same guy at the same, like I'm 6'2", that guy's 6'2", and even like say I'm on the bubble, like I don't make it because of this fucking guy. Like I get it, that's what we have to do, but that's why I love top cut, because then it's just like, all right, like who cares if you get paired up against the number 1 seed? You're just like, I'm here. I believe I'm better.
I'm here to prove yourself. If anything, I think it should be that way. If you're 32nd, you should play the number 1 seed, because you have to prove yourself the most. Yeah, like if you have to take out the competition straight up. Yeah, I agree.
So that's what I liked. That's what I like about it. Another part of the interview, we already touched down on this a little bit, but I want to revisit it. Is you've been on this podcast saying that you love how professional they seem. Doing little side things in between rounds and shit like that America doesn't do. But then she comes in and starts talking about. I almost can't get over the no slip thing. Like, we're in a time where everyone has a fucking cellular device, right?
Yeah, put it on Neuron for God's sake. No,
not to relate everything back to God's Given One Piece game by Bandai, but they get a lot of shit for how shitty the app is. But one thing, when you're at a big tournament, it goes to your phone. It shows your pairing exactly where you are. At the end of it, you have to say, I won or they lost. Send it. Then it goes and sends them a fucking notification that says confirm this, and it says yes, you have to confirm. Yep, I lost. That's right, correct. And it sends it to the judge. Then the judge just makes it like how regionals are a little too fucking long because of this bullshit, because it's all still on paper for Yu-Gi-Oh. But then the judge can say, hey, table 14 didn't hand in their slip or didn't confirm, please confirm. I can't tell you how fast these rounds went in Canada for this One Piece tournament because of this. And even with overtime and all that shit, it still got in, and we got it in within 5 minutes of the round being over. But
how many players?
We were at 512.
That's a decent amount. Yeah, That's like a Philly regional, like a small Philly regional, and for them, Philly regionals go for like fucking 8 hours, 9 hours.
Well, yeah. They choose it to cap it at 512. It would be, it'd probably be honestly over 700-800 to 1,000 people if they didn't cap it. Just how big it is, but I've been to 2 of these now, and the round goes by so fast, like it's over, and then round's up, let's go. But that's something that I think I've been saying it. Konami should take this app and do it with Neuron. It's a nice app for shit like that.
No, I agree, and I think Chi-Chi even agrees. I can hear her outside trying to get in there, but
she's preaching.
Yeah, no, I think that if they're going to drop an official Konami tool app, whatever you want to call it, that they should 100% vouch it or back it to the utmost potential, and that includes allowing it to make regionals run a little bit more smoothly. Like you can have your matchups on Neuron, you can have your win loss slips on Neuron, you can keep track of like the decks that you, or not the decks you played obviously, but like you should be able to write in like I played against this deck, that deck, like your win ratio. You should be able to put in that you won a dice roll, like all the important information that people are writing down anyway. I think that all should be included. So I agree. Maybe Konami could take a couple pages out of Bandai's book just to improve their game.
Yeah, I just relating it back to that. I just could not believe she told that story about how you could just tell a motherfucking judge.
You could just tell a motherfucker, yeah, I won.
Yeah, she dropped. Yep, I won. That's the way she goes.
And that is law. That's it.
And the next round comes, and it's like, huh? You know what I mean? Like,
that's just crazy to me.
Yeah, no, it is. It's fucking batshit crazy. Another part.
Yeah.
No, go on. Go on.
I was about to segue into that. No, I was.
No, go ahead. Go to your segue. I want to hear your segue.
No, you know I segue.
Yeah, go for it. Go into it.
It was also crazy. It was just really eye-opening to me, the way that the USA is like really viewed in the East. Like, it's crazy to me. Like, and like I said,
mind.
Yeah, and like I said, no disrespect to Shadow. She just had her own opinion, and it's like not like I'm like hating on her for it or anything. But
no, it's nothing of the sort.
Yeah, if anything, it's the exact opposite. I felt embarrassed. I felt embarrassed. Like, damn, you can't even come over here and have fun.
We used to be known as fucking cowboys. That's how like the world used to view us.
Rootin' and tootin' us.
Fucking look at that cowboy.
Gunslinging, gambling ass folks. Everybody freeze. Everybody down on the ground.
Like, I almost got a little fucking like, hey, that's America you're talking about. You don't like it. You can get out.
You can just get out.
But no, it's crazy. I mean, you remember, so locally we had, it went, crazy big, but we had a shooter in the Buffalo area, which is not too far away from us. And our boy Josh was like, I don't know if I want to go to this event the next day.
Yeah.
He was like, because of that.
It
made me think, it made me think right back to that. I was like, wow, like, I don't know, maybe there's something fucking to this. Like we're just fucking, like, it made me like, man, I'm playing a children's card game, like risking it all. Just, a dude could walk in there, but I just don't think of that shit. Like, it's just like, oh, that's another day in America.
It was in the back of my head as well. And I was explaining too, and when we eventually get a Patreon, it'll kind of be on something like that. Cause I chopped out a good, 10, 15 minutes of our discussion of that point, just because I didn't want to get too political and I didn't know what Spotify and our distributors allow us to talk about. But at the same point in time, we really got into the demographics of how I can argue her point of her viewpoint was valid. Like, I can understand how she would think that being in a room with 3,000 people, even if it is for a card game that we all love and that's the focus of the event. I've seen things happen at Catskill regionals. I've seen things happen at other Philadelphia or even Edison, New Jersey regionals where someone gets into an altercation. Now they're saying, fuck you. Now the judge got to get involved. They're telling this guy is getting called a scumbag. Someone pushes somebody. Now they're fighting.
Someone locked all 10 zones on someone. Yeah,
someone locks all 5 zones on someone. And you just swing across the fucking board, man. I feel that. And now I'm just going to take you to your end phase, So I can understand that. You just got
muzzle went off. Yeah, bro, I get that.
But at the same point, it's just maybe it's just because we're too close. And I did tell her maybe it was because I was looking from the out or from the inside looking out, or just hearing what the outside opinion is. But like, it was very, very shocking and eye opening. And I hope to one day. My mom always taught me to be the change in the world, and not just talk about it. So I fully intend on being that change, even if it, I have to house her myself and her husband just to make sure that we show them a good time. I definitely want to make sure that gets done. Like, we got to change that viewpoint.
Looking at the man in the mirror. Absolutely. We're talking all you. No, I was just saying it. No, I'm ending off that segment. It's just literally, like, I was listening to it and I was like, man, like, this is a good topic just for like East Coast versus West Coast, like, discussions. There's actually a few key
Biggie versus Tupac, bitch.
It's a little crazy on these sides out in Cali, you know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, she be feeling it. She's like, I'm never going out to a Vegas, you bugging.
You ask me, hey, like, would you ever? She's like, are you fucking nuts? What are you, stupid?
Yo, dead ass. And I didn't really understand. I was like, all right, yeah, no, I get it. That's
travel costs are high. Yeah, I get that. Like, you're like, no, it was the other reason.
I was just also interested in her Voltron question because she had to go look up Voltron behind the scenes, and I thought that was hysterical.
East and West, man. Everybody on this side knows about Voltron.
They had like Rocky and Bullwinkle growing up or something like that.
Motherfucker, what?
I don't know. I've been thinking of that French ass fucking squirrel.
I don't mean to do this to him, but they only had access to fucking Boomerang.
Probably
didn't even get Cartoon Network. It's fucking.
They had like Misfits over there, or whatever's on the BBC. That's the British Broadcasting Channel too, not the other one. Speaking of brand new things that we were talking about, we are getting some cards in the West. We're getting some new cards in. And I don't know if you looked at that new card alerts there, plugging in our Discord really quick. That is in the description that you can go in and click on and get alerts of every single brand new card as it announced in the TCG. Some of these are pretty cool.
I completely agree. A lot of cards coming out of the woodwork here. What the fuck? It's allergies. It's allergy season.
So that was funny to me. But
a big one I really like, because you know what Psycho like. You know what it's all about. You got to get this protection out there. Terraforming's at 1. How are you going to get it out there? Metaverse? Sure, whatever. You can play it. But how did Dai get here? Question mark. You want me to read it out for you? Or you guys probably all know about it, but I'm going to read it off anyway. If a monster you control is destroyed by your opponent's attack or card effect, place face up on your field zone 1 field spell from your deck. Boom. Toon Kingdom. Hear me with that? With a different name than the cards in the field zones. And then reveal 5 monsters from your deck that can be special summoned with different names. Your opponent chooses one of them randomly. You can only activate 1 How Did Dai Get Here per turn. But man, how good does this make some rogue decks?
It definitely does its thing. We were talking briefly on, obviously, Galonewolf is a Toon guy, so we're talking briefly on things like Toon, but also other decks like Subterror could use it just to tutor out Guru and or any other Subterror monster.
It's gonna suck when it gets Ash, but like, yeah, it's a fucking sweet card.
Yeah, true. Decks like Dragon Link, they can now get to either Dragon's Ravine or Boot Sector, which is their field spells, and they have tons of main deck dragons that they can just pick from. You know, like toolboxes like warriors, even like Dai himself being a warrior, you can put up any of the just like field spells that boost warriors or whatever like that, and then just special anyone you want. So I think decks that have a very big card pool or a very big monster pool that they play will benefit more from it. But we'll see where it goes. There's a couple other cards I was looking at too that I like personally. One of them was Singing Cuckoo. The Singing Cuckolds over there. That sounds like something. Level 3 Fire Wing Beast effect monster, 800 attack, 1000 defense. And you can only use 1 of these card effects names per turn. And the one is during your main phase, you can activate 1 of these effects. The first effect is destroy this card, then draw 1 card. The second effect is discard 1 card, then draw 1 card. Or the third effect is draw 1 card during the end phase of this turn, regardless, just period. And I thought that, that's actually pretty cool. So it's searchable with Rabina. you can normal it out. At the end of the phase, draw an extra card or a little hand trap or something like that. Or you can destroy this card, draw a card, which might become applicable at some point in time. You can discard a card, which I think is pretty cool because I think they're going to start making the shift to that new spell card that allows them to not play monster effects from the hand. And this would allow them to mitigate all the hand traps that they might play, or like shifter if it's drawn or something like that. So I was just thinking of some applications. I think that was a cool one.
Yeah, anything in a deck that just can do that and get a draw from 3 different ways is a pretty decent card, especially if they can just get it out there pretty easy for, you know, no cost, just a +1 replace itself essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Eternal Ice. Yeah, Eternal Ice Grave was a good one too. It's a quick play spell. You can only activate one of the cards with this name per turn. And the effect is during the main phase, if a monster you control leaves the field by an opponent's monster effect, except by being destroyed. So if it's banished, bounced, you know, returned to the deck, anything that doesn't destroy it, you can activate one of these effects. End the phase that you're currently in, or skip the main phase 1 of your opponent's next turn. So they would go draw, standby, battle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think is kind of cool. Yeah, straight to an evenly match. Straight to an evenly match, baby.
They're like, all right, sure, bro.
So I think that's a pretty cool one. Like, I just think it's cool that it says except by being destroyed.
I'm sorry. What's his rank? How do you get him out? What's
Oh no, this is a quick play spell. So you can play this during your turn, during your opponent's turn. So that's why it says during the name phase 1 of your opponent's next turn. Or you can skip the phase that you're in. So if you're on your opponent's turn and they're in their main phase, you can just say, all right, yep, we're in battle now. Or at the next point in time, you just think that, you know, you don't need to be in battle. You can kind of like survive that turn. Just be like, all right, well, enjoy not having a main phase 1 next turn. You better do it all now, guy. It kind of puts him in a weird predicament. I like it.
That's a pretty unique tech card there. They can go in a lot of, I like to call them bibbity decks. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do know exactly what you mean.
But those cards keep the game fresh, you know, because you never know when they'll pop up, and that's a pretty sweet, you know, like phase is over.
Yeah, no, and I also saw that the new serpent. What was it? Click and Echo. Those 2 dolphins. It's a level 2 sea serpent. It can't be used as fusion XYZ or synchro material, and you can use the second effect of this card's name up to twice per turn. So if this face-up card cannot be tributed, if this card is sent to the graveyard as link material, special summon it to the summoning player's opponent's field and defense. And then the permanent effect is, if this card was special summoned by the second effect, you must keep your hand revealed. So you get to see exactly what your opponent's on after you link it off. So in Sprite, you can bring this out, link off into a sprint.
I saw you could even, if you're really heavy on this tactic, I saw you can even Diva this out. Deep Sea Diva.
Yeah, well, yeah, Deep Sea Diva, link into a link 2 type.
Yeah, right. It's an instant.
If you're playing
exactly. And then you could just special your fucking
your sprint. Yeah, but you also get to see what your opponent's on. So
yeah, exactly. So you can avoid hand traps. Be like, oh, there's that evenly. That's all. Well, it's always there.
Yeah, also avoid hand traps, but also be able to set up your board. Literally catered to beat your opponent.
Going on. Yeah,
exactly. If you're able to put up 3 negates and 2 disruptions, you know exactly what those negates are going to do. You know exactly what those disruptions are for. Well, just for people who don't know, you know, who listen and be like, oh, I wonder where I could use this card.
What kind of idiot wouldn't know?
You fucking
look at you.
Stupid.
Look in the mirror,
you stupid
ass.
Stupid.
We just lost
we need a soundboard. Another one.
No, that's a pretty sweet. What did you think about those emergency cards coming out for the set? You see the buyouts happening there?
Yeah. I mean, it's a cool little deck. I mean, any deck that says set 4 quick play or trap cards from your deck is going to be strong. As long as those quick plays are good. But I don't know. I hate decks that have a big Achilles heel. Like this one requires you to always have that fucking little hydrant out, and like there are always ways to like get rid of that thing. Yeah, their whole deck is meant to protect it, and then plus off of having it. But at the same point in time,
if you have a problem with
tunes, easy.
Just fucking tell me. If you have a fucking problem with tunes,
I'm just saying
right here.
No, I'm just saying.
You know what? I hate those decks. I totally.
You know what card I really did like though? I like that Golden Cloud Beast shit. Belong or whatever the fuck it was. It's like a level 6 light synchro dragon, but it's also a tuner as well as being a synchro monster. It's generic as fuck. It's like one tuner, one non-tuner, and then if the card is summoned, you can increase or decrease its level by 1, so it can go from a 5 to a 6 or from a 6 to a 7, which I thought was pretty cool. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard, period, you can target one face-up card your opponent controls and return it to the hand. Now that's pretty cool as far as like decks that are utilizing Nadir Servant, Dogmatic of Punishment, things that are going to send from your extra deck to the graveyard.
What you just have to, it just has to leave the field.
If this card is sent to the graveyard, period. So if you link it off, if you synchro summon
it goes to a 5 or a 7.
It goes to a 5 or a 7. Yep. You don't have to, but you could.
Damn, bro. That
and it's a tuner.
So many 10 and 11 plays, just like easily with the current meta.
100% with it, especially with plays like Self Synchron and the Stardust Dragon, making Barone. It's unaffected by card effects. Like there are so many synchro plays that you can do. You can go into a Savage. But while simultaneously returning a monster from your opponent's field back to the hand, which is also really great. Even if it's targeting removal, it's non-destruction removal, which is awesome. And you can trigger it by it being sent straight from the extra deck to the graveyard too. Something like a Dogmatic Punishment, like I said. What's the one? The next Dogmatic and Nexus is what it was in the OCG. What is it in the TCG? The one that sends 2 from your extra deck to the graveyard.
Oh, Maximus.
Maximus. Yes, Maximus is the name. I would have lost. Bum, 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 bum.
Sorry, folks. Maximus.
Maximus is the name we were looking. So, yeah, I just think it's a really good card. That'll see competitive play. And it's a common, I think.
Ooh,
but that's coming out in Cyberstorm Access. So I'm waiting to see that one come out.
Dude, this set is... I think it's a pretty promising set. You got all the gold Pride cards coming out, new stuff, new buyouts there as well. I know we're gonna get into that market talk. I mean, it'll be old news, sold news by then, but
yeah, for real.
But it's cool to see. You know, what is this? This is a set where 2 TCG exclusives are starting to shine. Was Emergency a TCG exclusive?
I think it was. Yeah, they're the Rescue Ace, yes.
Because the last 2, man, I mean, they said fuck you. I mean, But it's good to see.
Yeah, no, it's not a bad deck. Don't get me wrong. It's just missing some key components, but the new support hopefully is going to repair that. I haven't played with the deck. I've only played against it, and it puts up some formidable boards. Don't get me wrong. Those quick plays are crazy. They always like target something, do something to it. If you do, plus off of it. So it's like you're always getting a monster to hand, or especially one to the field after like destroying or negating, removing a spell card, like shit like that. They got some cool cards, but for them to be utilized properly, it's going to take a really good pilot. And I just don't think we have any real dominant pilots with this deck yet. So only time can tell.
Did you see this Pot of Greed coming out?
I did see that stupid ass Pot of Greed. Yeah, they're doing too much now.
It's
I don't know what a Pot of Greed does.
Just that huge fucking smile. I love the little fan service cards.
I mean, this also triggers that synchro we were talking about too, though. So I think that was pretty
no, it's a good effect. You could potentially send five or 4 cards to grave.
Yeah.
No, that triggers.
And you get to add the excavated cards too. So,
do I hear a return
of Adamantivators?
No.
Oh, what?
Send 6 cards. You know what deck we just got out of that could just fuse off of that shit?
Nah, we're not talking about that. I'd rather talk about Adamantivator, the rightful tier 0 deck. The only tier 0 deck to never be claimed as a tier 0 deck.
And that it'll stay. But you know what was here? You know what was very real? Go on.
Cash Tier. Block 5. Block 5 is here, boys. We need to ready for it.
No, a lot of good stuff. We can even get into the super heavy samurai stuff that's seeing a lot of buyouts right now. A couple people playing.
The new set is really about to do well. Like the Starlights we got that are coming out are really dope. The support that we're getting for numerous decks. Super heavy samurai, Teller Knight.
I mean, there's a new archetype for Starfrost. So even
the Visa archetype continues. Yeah, absolutely.
fusion cards are getting it a little boost. Just that general fusion that just requires it's the Starfrost deck.
Yeah, even cards like Ultra, guys. Barry's about to be happy as fuck.
Yeah, we got to learn those, just so you know.
I don't got to learn shit. I'm just gonna tell Barry, sorry. End of battle phase.
the Starlight coming out.
I hated it. I hated that one. I hated that. I was as soon as fucking that Konami rep. As soon as that Konami rep flipped that card over and it was Starfrost, I was instantaneously mad. I'm like, this is fucking dumb. I know this is like his breakthrough archetype, but Kashtira was way powerful, and we didn't get a fucking Starlight Rise Heart. We only got a Star. Well, yeah, we did. Maybe I should shut up. We got the wrong one though. We got a Rise Heart, so that's fair.
No, the
Visa, that's such a bad one, dog.
No, he's the main man. He's the whole.
Nah, fuck him. He's not even played in 2 out of the 3 fucking ones he was in.
He's
only played in Kashtira. Oh, sorry, he's only played in Scare Club because the whatchamacallit bitch can bring herself back if he's there. The Link one.
The main man. He's
all right, yeah, and maybe 2 out of the 4. When you're the main man in half your worlds, you're not the main man. You're a side man.
Let me tell you, he was the main man in a tier 0 and a tier 1 deck.
Wait, wasn't? No, did you guys play Visa Starfrost? Fuck no, y'all didn't.
Before,
fuck no, y'all didn't.
It was definitely a tech before the Ishizu cards came out, for sure. Some people played them. Champs didn't.
Just because 2% of your fucking player base played it does not mean that it's a viable
option. It was a quick burn, and then you could trigger a tier effect.
All right, activate Shifter.
Jeez. Shift. I mean, sure, you could do that. I mean, jeez.
No, but I agree. There's a lot of good cards being dropped that we're about to get. The Visa Starfrost getting a Starlight was pretty cool. The Despia Synchro getting a Starlight. I know Austin. R.I.P. Austin's pockets, dog.
Despia they get a new Ultra, and then they get a new fucking Starlight every set. And then we're getting 2 secrets out of the set for them too.
You know, I'm glad it also became Ultra. Infinitrack Rotor.
Did they say Ultra?
The Infinitrack is an Ultra now. I like that. I mean, not that it deserves it, but I'm just glad it is. This is going to be a $7 Ultra at a release, and eventually I'll snag that shit for $2, or people will just give it to me because I'm the Infinitrack god. But yeah, the Gold Pride XYZ was getting a Starlight Rare. We got 2 more that need to be announced. What do you think could be in there?
I don't know, man. They kind of take these out of left field so far. So we have 2 in our set cards so far. Yeah, so what do? They usually do 1 more out of set and then another.
And then 3. One like generic one. Like one of the generic cards in there will be 1. Oh, Chaos Angel. Chaos Angel better be 1.
Watch him do some dumb shit where they make Firewall Dragon one of them just because it's fucking, you know, like a dark magician per se.
I think Chaos Angel, but they'll probably do the Vicious Estrad or whatever, Astra.
You think it's Teller Knight just because of how famous it's been?
I hope not. I'm just thinking maybe out of all since the Bestial one, Despater is going to get it, or Despotir, whatever, is going to get it. Maybe Manadome, the Prime Heart. They didn't start like any of the other hearts. Yeah, they didn't start like any of the other hearts. And we still need a generic one. I'm hoping the generic one's probably Chaos Angel. I can definitely say that. But I would say, you know, Shot in the Dark, probably a Vicious Shroud as well. Would the only exception be the Guiding Quem, the Virtuous, which is like the new like Ecclesia, probably might get a Starlight because
I could see that because
Cartesia got one. Yeah, Cartesia and Ecclesia got one. So
yeah, you're
that's
actually
also probably the other 2.
Did they do that the set after, or was that like?
No, that was Core Set. Yeah, Core Set. Dogmatica Ecclesia came out as a Starlight. I remember Max pulled a couple of them. He pulled 2. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean,
he deserved them.
There's no way it's not. They're definitely chalking that one up.
So yeah, so I'm going maybe Guiding a Chem and then Chaos Angel. Okay, if Chaos Angel isn't one, I'm very surprised. Flexing out there.
Speaking of those higher rarity stuffs, what did you think about the Legendary Collection, the 25th anniversary?
I thought it was pretty cool. I don't like the first 10 sets of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I'm not an old head. I don't play GOAT. I don't play Edison. I know we've had our discussions about maybe getting into it. I said maybe, perhaps getting into it, but
allegedly,
possibly pandering over the thought of maybe potentially
looking
thinking
it up on
about
TCG,
getting into the thought of maybe starting at some point. So because of that, I'm just saying that the actual 25th anniversary rare is not that bad. They look kind of cool. They're like knockoff Starlights, but in a decent way. So although I don't mind the red eyes, the blue eyes, and the Dark Magician, because I'm not that nostalgic, or any of the God cards either. I'm not that nostalgic enough to like keep those or like want those. I'm pretty sure that's the rarity that we're gonna get in the Megaton for when they do have like the 16 like most used cards over like the GX or like those eras, the GX 5Ds, you know, Vrains eras and shit. So when we get those ones, I think that they're gonna look really nice. Like the rarity itself looks cool. I'm just not interested in the legendary collection itself.
I gotta tell you, because this was my childhood, like the God cards and shit. I loved Yu-Gi-Oh back then. These look pretty fucking sweet. Just as a collector, they're not too expensive.
I think they're like $5 or $10.
Yeah, if you're not lucky enough to pull this or pull Starlights regularly, like this is a nice little card to have. And you can get, what is it? They have 6 of them, right? Dark Magician, Red Eyes, Blue Eyes.
6 for now. There's 6 now, and then there's gonna be, I think, either 13 or 16 new ones in the Megatons. Like the Megatons are gonna have promos, just like how this ones were, and they're gonna each have a different card. But that card pool is gonna be 16 different cards. And the only reason I know that is because Cyber Dragon's coming out as one of them, baby. And guess who's gonna get a set, bitch? Guess who loves Cyber Dragons? Player X loves Cyber Dragons. Is it true? Mm-hmm. I do.
No, they're great.
That's right, baby.
Have you seen it up close? That stamp feels fucking nice. I'm not gonna lie.
It's better than the Speed Duel one, I'll tell you that.
I also like a lot of people don't like this because they're collectors, but just pulling the old secrets from those sets. And they just have like the upgraded foiling with the old mark on it. I think that's pretty cool. I know it's not cool for collectors, market watchers, stuff like that. But even some of the secrets that come in this they're like matching the same value as some of the other ones from the
set. I saw the reprint of the Blue Eyes Toon Dragon go for like I think 70% of like what the original one was going for a near mint unlimited copy. Which is crazy to me because
they're like $1.
It's so different, so different.
I mean, it's cool. Like you get the foiling and the attribute, the circle thing. It's really cool to look at.
Yeah,
but
it's the new age foiling on the old ones. Yeah.
How could you even like establish that market price? Actually, that'd be a pretty sweet question coming up in episode 17 or 18.
18. So yeah, no, I mean that will come from like supply and demand, like what the market is able to provide to the vast majority of people, and then what they're willing to pay for it. So obviously, it kind of goes the same way with like pre-sales. Like you aim high, and you aim high and see who gets a nibble. If you don't get a nibble, you drop it down a little bit. And then if you get a nibble, all right, this is a good amount of prices. So then you drop it down a little bit more. And if you get more people buying in at that point, then you're like, all right, this is a good price. People are going to buy. People are spending this. So let's keep it at that price. You know what I'm saying? Like I would assume it would go something along that line.
Right. Yeah. I mean, what are the boxes? Like $25 too? I guess I could see it starting to come in. You get one chance out of the pack.
Like I said, I'm just ready. I'm ready for the Megaton ones. I think those ones are going to be more impactful in the meta. So I feel as though people will want to bling out their decks with those. And with 16 choices instead of 6, it's going to be a little bit more scarce. And like I said, with scarcity becomes demand for it, and then with supply, it's got to meet demand. So you're going to be paying a little bit more for the premium of having the one you want, but I think that that's not a big problem in the long run because eventually there's going to be a surplus. Everyone's going to be opening those Megatons. It's one of the most open products of the year. So it's not like this is going to be scarce for very long.
Do you think this year's Megaton will beat out last year's just value-wise?
I don't know. The only thing is how much
what hand trap
people
could you fucking get from last year's Megaton?
No, that's what I'm saying. Last year's Megaton, I think, was like one of the best Megatons of like all time. Prismatic Secret of like multiple hand traps, reprinted staples of like power spells, great printings of monsters. Like the selections were really great. I think last year's Megaton was like premium A+ S tier stuff. I mean, maybe not for value wise for like people who are flipping it, but for people who play the game. Right. Last year was the year of like getting into the game at like a universal standstill price. Like it was the cheapest to get in at I think at any point in time that Konami's been, running, that I've been playing.
Yeah, evenly evenly was in a
Imperm, evenly, every single hand trap it got printed as a common in a structure deck at some point in time. Yeah, the Drolls came in side sets with Cosmic Cyclones, anti-spells.
Lightning Storm got reprinted 3 fucking times, 3 or 4.
Absolutely. Like, so it was like this the cheapest point in time for anyone who ever thought that they wanted to get into Yu-Gi-Oh, but like the price got priced out. Now is your chance to get in. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to this year's Megaton. You actually just hyped me up pretty hard for that. But ending on that one, we're actually running out of life points, guys. Believe it or not, no matter how good we are here. Once again, we're just going to shout out the Unplugged Gaming 3v3 tournament hosted by yours truly. Check that out. It's May 20th. It's coming up fast. Sign up, get your 3 teammates, get those OTS packs, have some fun.
No, I'm with that. There you go. You heard it here straight from the Galonewolf. Because as you know, I'm going to be there at Unplugged. Since Dylan isn't there, I may have to take a step away from playing and maybe take more of the behind the scenes and the live takes for the podcast. But we'll see how it is. I might be there doing my appearances, making sure the trades are there and the event is running smoothly. So make sure to reach out to me personally on my Facebook or the Semi-Limited Facebook, which you can get to on the link tree in the description below, which also has the fucking Twitter,
which we reply to way faster.
Has the Twitter account that you should all be following. So you should go do that as well.
Mm-hmm. And with that, I'm the Galonewolf.
I am Player X.
And this is
Semi-Limited Podcast.
A lot of people missed this riff last episode.